Today we'll be doing some testing with high altitude driving using Evans Waterless engine coolants. We're in the foothills of Hada Valley today, going upwards Taif. The trip compromises a climb of 6,150 foot high towards the Taif city. The time is 4:30. Outdoor temperature is approximately 30 degrees Celsius. And we are doing almost 100 kilometers an hour. This is one of the most dangerous roads in Saudi Arabia. 90 steep curves and an altitude of more than 6,000 feet. Hundreds of lives are claimed on this road each year. This track is more dangerous than the Nuremberg racetrack in Germany.
As everyone can see, this road has some very steep turns.
Cover the mountain.
The mountain is pretty high. It's in the Hijaz Mountains, and keeping control in a road like this, and while keeping the power, is a very challenging task. Many cars overheat on this road. Actually, one of the most challenging things, going up a hill, up a mountain to be more precise, in such a desert, hot country, is keeping the air conditioner on. Many cars do not have the ability to produce enough power to climb the mountain while keeping the air conditioner on, making the trip very uncomfortable. And those who do usually their car gets overheated.
Well, it's surprising that the speed limit on this road is 30 kilometers per hour. We're doing 100 in fourth gear. As we come on the steep gradients at some parts of this road, we will demonstrate that how we can easily overtake fellow drivers without the risk of overheating our car. While fellow drivers have to slow down to keep their engine temperatures under control, we will simply pass them with ease. Surprising that I'm able to climb at this speed in fifth gear with air conditioning on, and I've got a passenger with me, while some cars behind us are struggling to keep up. This road was made in 6 years. It's called a marvel of engineering. Claimed numerous lives during its construction. Plans were changed numerous times. Millions worth of construction machinery was lost in these mountains. Unspecified number of construction workers remain. Now we are approaching some steep gradients which are very challenging to climb, and this is where Evans Waterless Coolant truly shines. as I'm able to push the car to its limits without the fear or even the need to watch my temperature gauge. I have been on this road 4 times since I converted my car to Evans Waterless Coolant, and numerous times before I converted my car to Evans Waterless Coolant. There is a significant difference in the response of car after converting to Evans Waterless Coolant, and this could be due to better cooling of cylinder heads after converting to waterless engine coolants. The vehicle simply responds much quicker as compared to previous trips when my car was running on an ordinary water-based coolant. I'm able to climb up at a considerable speed with the air conditioning and a passenger next to me which approximately weighs 95 kilograms.
No, I've lost weight. It's 90 kilograms now.
Okay, well, he has lost weight and he weighs 90 kilograms, so that's 5 kilograms less. Well, a very steep curve coming ahead, and this is where, luckily, it's a straight curve. It's a straight gradient, straight slope, so we can push the car to maximum speed without facing any curves. Most of these cars we are overtaking cannot be pushed to their limits because the engine will simply overheat, whereas I don't have to even watch my temperature gauge. This is amazing. I'm going up 6,150 feet without the fear of overheating my engine.
Actually, if people have noticed, there are a lot of tow truck stations here that are made specifically for cars that overheat and need to be towed.
Well, as we go up the slope, as the gradient turns steeper, we will see that some of the cars will be parked on side with the bonnets on because they have overheated. I will simply breeze by them without a care. Over the mountains. You're blocking the side mirror. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, and 2 more to go. I am pushing the car in 3rd gear to the max RPM without the fear of damaging my engine. This is wonderful. 4, and now we are going to overtake the 5th vehicle. This is the most steepest part of the road. Even brand new cars struggle on this slope to go upwards. You have to push your accelerator to the pedal, to the metal. I'm flooring it to keep up with the speed. It's amazing. The only guy who's able to keep up with me is in an old Cressida in front of me, and it definitely looks like he has modified his cooling system. God, this car. We even overtook a Land Cruiser. Now we are approaching even the most steeper part of the slope. You can simply feel, you can simply hear the engine struggling.
Even SUVs would not be able to keep up with us due to overheating. And surprisingly enough, SUVs are the more common vehicles to be seen parked here due to overheating.
But Mr. Musab is a resident of Taif. He goes on this road regularly, sometimes every day. He can narrate his problems when climbing up this steep slopes in a car with air conditioning. It's simply not possible. Your car is bound to overheat. It is surprising that we have bypassed, we have overtaken almost everybody on the road and continue to overtake everyone on the road while pushing the car in top gear to the max RPM, and amazingly the temperature gauge is holding up in the position where it should exactly hold up.
And remember folks, the air conditioner is on.
And we're driving with air conditioning on a hot day. This is the peak of summer. Another steep curve. I simply don't have to watch my temperature gauge anymore. I can just put the car in top gear, push the pedal to the metal, and there we go. And there's another steep part of the road. Now we got a Crown Victoria ahead of us, and we aim to overtake it. The car is being maxed out to its full RPM, and we have successfully overtaken the Crown Victoria. Another vehicle ahead of us. Amazing.
And look at that, another car overheated. And this
oh well, just look at this. Another car has overheated on this steep hill. Amazing. I don't even have to watch my temperature gauge. The temperature is holding up amazingly in the midline where it should stay. And another car has been overtaken. Most of these people we are overtaking started much earlier than we did, but they had to go slow because of the risk of overheating their engine and breaking down. But because we don't have to face that fear, we're just pushing the car to its maximum capability.
As a person who regularly, I have family. I'm a resident of Taif. I have family in Mecca, so I go up, down, and up this road.
Oh well, another car which is broken down due to overheating. Look at that! Look at that! Another car overheated and broke down.
The victims of this.
The victims of water-based coolants.
We are here in a rather small car, not an SUV like these cars, with the air conditioner on, running on 5th gear and maxing out our RPMs, and still the vehicle heat is pretty much stable.
Well, it's not only stable, it's holding up to the spot where it should hold up without any problems. It's supposed to stay in the middle, and even though we are going up the altitude, it's staying in the middle. I am pushing the engine. We are on the last leg of this road, and this is the most difficult part to climb. I am simply. This car is screaming now. It's being punished. This guy probably started 15 minutes earlier than we did, and we are overtaking him without a problem.
Smooth sailing through calm seas. This phrase has never been spoken throughout to this moment.
Oh well, another pair of SUVs to take over.
Look, another car towed.
Another car towed on the bench, and definitely another one parked on the side because of overheating. We have simply overtaken everyone on this road without the fear of overheating our engine. We simply pushed the car to its maximum capability without even caring for the temperature gauge, and we just overtook a Camry and a Yukon. Remember folks, all this driving, we have the air conditioning on full. We're driving with the air conditioning in 3rd gear, 4th gear, 5th gear, pushing the car to its maximum limits, the maximum RPM range, normal RPM range The average RPM range on this road is 4,000 RPMs. I've been pushing it up to 5,500 RPM at some spots. And we have made it 6,150 feet above the sea level. Here we are.
Welcome to Taif.
Welcome to Taif. Earlier than anyone else. The whole journey took
16 minutes.
16 minutes. Normally it would take between 30 to 35 minutes because you cannot push.
45 minutes actually.
Well, yeah, sometimes it could go up to 45 minutes because you have to be careful in driving. You can't push the engine so hard without overheating it.
And the folks who tried to do that, well, we've seen.
We have seen. Well, they were on the bench. You know,
yeah.
They broke down on the way. And breaking down on this road is not something which is easy. Well, another victim of overheating. So here we are, 6,150 feet above the sea level. A journey completed in a record time of 16 minutes, made possible by nothing else than Evans Waterless Coolant. This is where Evans truly shines as a waterless coolant. It simply does not boil, regardless of the attitude or atmospheric pressure. It will not boil. And that means your engine stays cooler. Not only stays cooler, actually stays at the right temperature throughout the journey, no matter how hard you push your engine, no matter which gear you drive in, no matter you have got the air conditioning on. And it's also surprising that the car feels amazingly responsive, even with the air conditioning on and pushing it to the max limit. As we have seen, we were overtaking a lot of vehicles on the way. A lot of vehicles we have overtaken are much more capable than this car, but they simply can't be pushed to the limits because of the overheating issues. But with waterless coolant, we can.